Good morning, YouTube. We are working on a truck today. Specifically, it's time to get those bumpers unburied and installed. We're going to start with the rear bumper here. I'm going to go ahead and get this one off. I've got a little bit of body work I want to see if I can take care of once I get the bumper off. Now, I don't know if I need to remove the actual hitch here first. It doesn't look like I will. It looks like I should be able to take everything off. Looks like I should be able to take everything, disconnect everything back here, unbolt from up here, maybe here. Maybe I go ahead and unbolt it from up there, and then just slide the whole thing right out. I'll take a look at what GoRhino recommends, and then I'm going to leave this guy on, though. Boy, do I want to take this off, sandblast it, and powder coat it at some point. All right, let's make it happen. So we've got these two bolts, 21 millimeter, that hold this bracket, that hold the entire bumper in. I should be able to take both of those completely out. Hopefully I can get the bolt through there so I can actually get this off. And then do the same thing on the other side. And now that I have all the wiring disconnected, I'll be able to pull this out. Now on the Platinum here, you can see I've got the rear parking assist. So, of course, I also have the advantage of not having a tailgate here, right? I can get right down in here. I went ahead and pulled the lights. Right here is my primary harness, and then I pulled the trailer harness, pulled it out, easy peasy, and now all the electrical should stay with this when I remove it, and then I'll take it off after the fact. So, I'm going to get my jack. I guess I don't need the jack, right? So this is going to come down and sit basically on the hitch, isn't it? We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, low impact ain't gonna do it. We need the big guy. All right, bigger impact, 10 mil. See if argues about this. Dum, dum, dum. All right. Looks like my little clip for the plastic on this is broken. It's also filled with dirt. Need to clean that out. All right. That's out of the way. Okay. Let's keep these bolts together. What do I do with the other one? There you are. Keep the bolts there. Give me some extra wiring down here. So this should be loose. And it is. There's nothing on the sides holding, right? So let me get those bolts up out my way. Right up top here. Again, totally cheating because I have no tailgate in the way here. Let's see if this will just come away. Hey, hey! One bumper. Off and out the way. All right. Of course, now I have to unbury the replacement BR20 and get it over. Old one's out the way. I had a little bit of body work to touch up on the corners. Not worried about those right now, but let's get this unpacked. Let's see what we got. I'm not using a knife because I don't want to scratch it all up. I think my next step will be to transfer the harness and the sensors over here And I've got the hookups for the rear lights. So I need to get those in too. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set up the BR20 light adapter plates on here. Pretty straightforward. You just put them in place. There's really nothing to this. I should probably start it with this one way in the corner. All right, now I gotta find the, the hardware that's supposed to come with this. All right, getting the plates pulled out here. I've got the little steel plates for the my parking assist. And check this out. You can see right there. And down here. GoRhino, you packaged this up well, but you did not. It doesn't look like you actually powder coated it all the way through. All right, I'm gonna get the other one off, or unpacked and check it. All right, got the harness out. Got the sensors out. I want to show you guys how these work. So each individual clip, and it looks like the middle two and the outer two are different. These push outward. These pull inward. In other words, from underneath, these will come out in this direction. These will push that direction. So these guys are fairly easy to get out. You'll see the clips, upper clips, here and here. Spread them out. Sensor comes out. Once you've done that, there are two clips. There's one on this side, one on this side. Push those in toward the middle. Out it goes. And again, notice how these are all offset. So you've got inners and you've got outers, and there's a certain way they're supposed to go. Now on the BR20, they include a set of these brackets. Now these are what they connect back into. So I got to take these out, figure out the right order they go in, clean them up. I got to get some alcohol, and the little double-sided VHB tape holds them in place. Yeah, so we got to get these big bolts out, drop the hitch. Oh, there's 4 bolts back there too. All right, so this won't fall out, obviously, but a little bit more here. All right.
Still gonna need.
Yeah, that second one there, go ahead and bring that down another like 1/4 inch or so. All right, let's see what the lights here. All right, so the front bolt at least has to come completely out because it's not slotted, but the second one is. So let's take the front bolt completely out. So because if you look at where the height of the bolt hole is,
Get up.
well, I mean you can see it from there, right? So like look at where the front, this hole and this hole would have to line up, and they clearly don't.
Oh, okay. So yeah, let's take both bolts out so we can slide it on the inside.
And it'll still be held up by the rear 2 bolts. I don't want to have to go hit a boneyard. All right, let me just make sure.
Isn't that what we do though?
It is often what the hell we do. Well, the thing I'm worried about though is the length of this looks like it's gonna fucking interfere with.
No, slide it forward.
Oh boy,
no, you're right. It's right there. It's almost like they designed it to fit them.
I guess these bitches did. What the hell were they thinking?
Matter of fact, you gotta lift it up a little bit. What'd you do with the plate?
Oh, what have I done?
You touched it.
What did I do?
Over here.
Oh, Jesus. I should take like a piece of cardboard, kind of wrap around this, and just touch it up with some of that. I'm gonna see if I've got some of that truck underbed coating in there.
Okay.
I don't want to do this.
What are you trying to do?
Just keep from spraying underbody coat and all of it everywhere.
Oh, I'll just hold it in place while you spray. That's probably correction. You'll hold it in place while I spray.
That's a good point. If I actually want this to go, that's a damn good point.
So again, though, you want to test it before spraying, right? You just said that.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just
Shaking it for no reason.
No, it's not for no reason. Just to make sure it's gonna shake up. You know, because
Pre-shake. Prime the system.
Yes.
What are you going with here?
I'm priming the system.
I'm ready to shoot down the bullshit. Pull.
I got this. All right, let's get these. Let's go ahead and get this back in then. Where's your...
Well, you need to push pull and decide where you're going to have them for them.
Let's start by just pushing them both in, and we'll test it and see where that gets us.
Okay, let's push them.
Yes, fairly straightforward.
Do we
grab that side? You see this? The big slot. That big slot is what goes over these. That slot.
Oh, that goes over these.
Yeah, this hardware is going to be what will hold.
Okay, so that those slots stick out for your hooks.
Yeah, the hook. Yeah, that's where I put the shackles.
Okay.
It's got to go toward you.
There we go. Outside. Okay.
Yeah, it goes over the outside of it. Hold up. Come back out.
Yours out a little bit. I think we need to bring them in a little bit. The brackets.
I don't know. We can bring them in though because they bolt in.
Remember, we pushed them all the way to the out and held them out.
We pushed them in. Because remember, the bolt's going to draw it up against the frame. So I think if you come out a hair, yeah. See, I'm on it now. It's just a matter of getting the rest of this up there. Push your side down a little.
Hold on.
I probably went too far. Hold on. You got it, or is it going in? There we go.
Well, look at this.
Or, you know what we can do? Leave this like this. Hang on to it. Let me break one side loose, or both sides loose, and we'll draw it in after it's on. I'm sure if I bothered to read the instructions, it probably said, leave them loose. Probably. And I went, your instructions, booby.
Well, if we don't tighten and untighten this 5,000 times.
You're damn right.
I do once, but you can do 7 times.
Hell yeah. Who wants to do it just once? I want to get comfortable doing it.
That's how I'm doing the training.
Yeah, it's going around. Once I get this side off or loosened, then we should have enough play to be able to just don't slam it into the.
No.
Just be aware that if it slides on, it's just gonna be like Shazam! I'm on. All that body work on those 2 corners and then smash. I'd be like, well, that was a waste of my time. This is why I hate body work.
You weren't supposed to completely remove the bolt.
That's what I just said. I just said I wasn't supposed to.
He's here to help.
All right, I got this side. You go ahead and take that side. So I'm in here. Like it's starting to slide through.
Now we're
with it. So I got to figure out, where I want it specifically.
Well, let's push it all the way in gently and see if it touches.
I imagine it will.
Push your side in.
I'm touching. I'm touching at the bottom at least.
Oh, it's just barely touching, but yeah. So okay,
it's like this would slam all the way up against there. I don't want to do that.
Right, so draw it back out some. What do you want in there? About like a finger's width, or we could put some like the thickness of this cardboard.
Well, I definitely So we're definitely got to be cockeyed. You know what I need to do? Measure.
But the brackets we can move the brackets. Like you could grab the bumper and shift it left to right because the brackets are loose.
And
oh yeah, I mean that thing was with the boxes and everything already in it.
I know.
And you can keep it in the back here.
Or I can. Well, again, when I have the thing that.
Or you could have it clipped to the back, like the tire carrier on one side, the ladder maybe hidden behind like a gas can or something.
Yeah, because I want a
jerry can.
Yep.
And you could have it to where if you get a big enough jerry can, it'll just basically like mount to the back of the jerry can. It'll be right there.
Right. Keep an eye on that side and let me know. I'm going to go up slow. Just let me know if it starts drawing up into it.
All right.
Good?
Yeah. If anything, it's actually dropping.
Good.
Because you're pulling that side up.
I don't want to tighten it completely yet because I want to draw it from the side still. And I know I'm not likely to get the same, you know, panel gap on both sides. Just because of the fact that the back on both sides was at least somewhat damaged. Alright, let's get it. Take another measurement before I pull the sides in. Oh. And I still got to touch up on everything too, so. Yeah, do that in about 2 3/4. And that's still out of 3. So, if anything, that side over there is probably significantly closer than this side is.
Then what are these bottom holes on the outside of the bumper bracket for?
They're just, there's nothing here for it to go through.
I see that now.
Not a goddamn thing as far as I can tell.
Okay, they're just holes to be holes.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
I've got holes.
So do you want one on the inside and one on the outside, or both?
No, both nuts on the inside. Now what's going to be real fun is even when we get done with all this, is going to be my favorite part. Lining it all up. Oh boy. I can't wait to constantly be fucking, alright, loosen a little bit from the left and tighten a little more on the right and bring it back in a little bit.
Bees knees.
I hate it. Dude, I hate drywall, I hate landscaping, and I hate bodywork, and it's all the same shit. It's prettification. I hate it.
Finesse.
Oh, it's finesse. It's just bullshit. It's just tedious bullshit. Yeah,
Okay, so that's not going to drive you nuts if you just slap this bitch on it.
no, it'll drive me nuts. It will 100% drive me nuts. And I know it will.
So what's probably going to end up happening,
Yeah, so I can definitely bring this up.
you're going to need to get out on top and see where you want things to line up while I lay under here and push shit up and down. So let's start this side since I'm under it.
Well, we're probably better off pushing it from the middle, wouldn't we?
Or pushing it from the middle.
I want to make more sense.
I guess. Find a good hold spot. Alright, push over it. Alright, so let's go with up and down first.
Right. Whee! Yeah, so this will end up kind of in there. Do I have left and right planes too?
A little bit.
Yeah, just a little.
Not much, but a little bit.
I think it's going to make more sense, honestly, to just block that up on both sides to keep it nice and even. But I think
that's where I was suggesting for your gaps, like at least there on the body corners, and maybe anywhere that you want a small gap. Let's figure out an exact thickness.
I got fur rings around here.
Something that you'd be comfortable with as far as thickness of the body gap, and then kind of use it as a spacer. What?
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
That way we could just push up against that and hold it in place.
What, a couple popsicle sticks. Laura's got popsicle sticks. Let's see if we can prove now that when you remove the bolts, it's able to come off.
Once the bolts are off, it slides right, just as we suspected.
As we suspect. Just set her on the rubber. Fucking geniuses. Yes, alright, so loose. Alright. Brackets. So, you can see that these sit completely on the inside. Stock hardware goes right back through. No problemo. You do have to pull the front bolts completely out. We did loosen up the rears. It honestly looks like I might not have had to have done that. I may have only needed to just remove the front or the rearmost ones here. But it's all good. Gave me an excuse to get it situated. We'll get these started here. And since I've got powder coat damage, as you can see there, I'm going to see if I can get a little rubberized truck underbody stuff and hit it with it. There, let me get over there. I think I can hold cardboard without fucking things up. No guarantees.
I want this stuff to run. So. I'll let that dry up a minute. I might give it a second shot afterwards.
So I just want to make sure that I have another spot underneath. No, it's alright.
Set this one over here.
Yeah, it's kind of cornered and then down there. Alright, for the next step in the process, we gotta get these guys in. Now these are all set up. The round side always faces up, and starting from the left, from the back, 1 notch means it's number 1. 2 notches means it's number 2. And again, these go up. 3 notches for number 3. 4 notches in there for number 4. So what I'm going to do is I've got to prepare the area where the VHB is going to be in each one of these with just some alcohol prep pads here, so I can make sure that I get a good tight connection. So I'm going to get to work on this. Alright, so I've done the alcohol prep on these. So, again, number 1, that's going to go in here. That one does. So this one is supposed to fit this other piece. This quite clearly does not fit. Cool. Yeah, you can see it's definitely off. And it's not like they put it in wrong on the other side. Alright, I'm gonna try to call GoRhino.